What is up, ladies and gentlemen? In today's video, we're going to be having a look at a Verasity price prediction technical analysis chart to see where VRA can potentially go in the near future. If you guys like these videos, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, leave a like, turn the notification bells on so you guys never miss a video. Let's dive in straight into the obvious, which is Bitcoin, because we know Bitcoin is king. And before we start with any altcoins, we know that every altcoin follows Bitcoin. So we need to start with a Bitcoin technical analysis, starting off with a small diamond pattern. So we can see right here that Bitcoin is currently forming a diamond pattern on the daily time frame. Now it's pretty self-explanatory, the diamond pattern. As you guys can see right here, we're making this diamond shaped pattern. Now what can be the price target for Bitcoin? Well, if I take the top of the diamond pattern to the bottom of the diamond pattern, and then I take that and I essentially extend that, we can see that our target is approximately sitting at $30,677. Now, of course, if we have a look at the weekly time frame, we can see why is that such an important level for Bitcoin. Why is it so important? A lot of people are saying 30,000. Why is it so important? Well, we can see right here that $30,000 has a lot of conflict. We could see right here we had some conflict, we had some rejections right here, and we had some rejections right here. Now we haven't been really above that level since June 6, 2022. So about 7 months ago, maybe 8 months ago, something like that. And we can see, of course, that if we do break this level right here, it would be a massive break to the upside. Not only would that trigger altcoin season and altcoin market boom, but of course it would be very bullish for Bitcoin in a longer cycle, because we know right here this was a long-term rejection right here. I mean, on the weekly time frame, we always bounced back in this area right here, and now we're currently sitting at that area. So that's that on Bitcoin. A massive move and a massive break towards the upside would really be very bullish. Now, of course, when you have a massive pump like that, you're usually going to have a consolidation, which is very healthy, because on the RSI it is pretty overbought. Okay, so things are looking pretty good, guys. I mean, I'm not really worried right now. Consolidations, corrections are very healthy, especially when you have a pump. The thing you don't want is when you have a massive pump and then dumps right there in the next couple of weeks. But right here things are looking fantastic. So moving on into VRA Veracity, $6 million in volume in past 24 hours. Should you be concerned? No. Like I said, guys, the market has been consolidating. The market has been very boring. $63 million market cap. Of course, 385,000 people on the watch list, ranked 362, traded at 0.06135. So things are looking okay for VRA. If we have a look at the chart right here, we know the trend is your friend until it bends. VRA USDT on the 4-hour time frame. What is happening? Well, is Veracity making a nice ascending triangle right here? So we know ascending triangle is when you have a resistance followed by an uptrend, and we can see we keep getting bounces off this level. And now, are we making a fourth bounce off this level right here as I am making this video? So it's going to be very interesting. Now, what can be the target for Veracity? Well, if I take the top of this ascending triangle where the resistance is to the bottom where the trend line started, and I extend that at the breakout, because you need to have a confirmation above this level right here because of this resistance, right? So if we have a closure above this level right here, our target is supposed to be approximately 0.07. So yeah, 0.00768, okay, which would make it a approximately 15% pump, 16-17% pump exactly. Now this level actually almost gets to this resistance right here. As you guys can see, we had a very strong resistance. Okay, so this level is not BS. I mean, we can see right here it's between this resistance right here and that resistance right here. Okay, so we're going to be taking profit, in my opinion. If you are trading, I won't be taking profit because I'm a long-term holder, but if you are trading this, you should be taking profit at this area. If we break to the upside, you could of course re-enter the trade, but we are not there yet. Okay, right now the only thing you need to focus about is breaking above this resistance right now, sitting at 65. That's the number one thing on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so this is the resistance, this is the support line, trend line. If we break below this trend line, it's obviously going to be very bad, or not very bad, but we could see a massive move all the way to 4.7, or maybe this bottom or the beginning of the support line, which is 5.5. Okay, so there's two levels we're going to be looking at over here, and the two main one and the major ones are 4.7 and 5.5 on VRA Veracity. So that's that. Now, of course, Trading is not predicting, trading is reacting. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that, but you need to react to the charts. You need to react to what the volume does, to what the market does. You can't predict, oh, I'm just going to long right here because I think that it's going to go and we're in ascending triangle. Ascending triangles are 60 to 70% accurate, by the way. So yes, even though this is in our favor, that does not mean you should essentially go in without a stop loss. Now, number two is that if you do take this trade right here and you do want to long because you want to be a little bit greedy with 30x leverage and you want to make that 24% instead of that 14% pump, then you need to put a stop loss, and the stop loss should be approximately right here because we do have a lot of fake outs. I mean, we saw fake out happening right here, we saw fake out happening right here, and we saw a very, very small fake out happening right here. So fake outs do happen, and it's important for you guys to essentially put your stop loss, and that's about it. That's that on the 4-hour time frame on VRA. If we have a look at the EMA ribbons real quick, we can see that Verasity, the exponential moving average, are pretty much getting very, very tight. I mean, usually when we're below the EMA ribbons right here, we're in a bearish trend, and when we're above it, we're in a bullish trend. But right now the EMA ribbons are pretty much just flat right now. They're all in together. We don't have that really, really big trend like we saw right here or right here. Like when we're above it, we're bullish. When we're below it, we're bearish. Right now we're just consolidating, so we're waiting for the next big move. Playing the EMA ribbons right now is not a good move. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, but now we're below it, so we're bearish. No, because right now the EMA ribbons are very, very tight. Volume is decreasing. I don't know if you guys can see this right here. Let me pull up the volume, but we can see that volume is steadily decreasing. So this is obviously the calm before the storm. We're gonna need to wait what happens, okay? And of course, if we have a look on the weekly time frame, you remember I told you guys about the inverse head and shoulder. Yes, that is still valid, by the way, guys. The inverse head and shoulder is in fact still valid. I know a lot of people say, oh, is the inverse head and shoulder valid? Why is it not doing this anymore? Blah, blah, blah. Guys, the inverse head and shoulder is still valid. You guys need to relax. It takes some time. This is on the weekly. We need to remember this is not the 15-minute chart or the 2-minute chart. This is the weekly time frame, so it's going to take longer for these weekly candles to develop, okay? So this would be essentially the left shoulder right here. This would be the bottom right here. This would be the right shoulder. So we are steadily curving up right now to the upside, okay? We are just consolidating, and of course this would be invalid if we come below this right shoulder right here, and the invalidation would be at 0.004. so that we're not there yet, guys. Like I said, we're gonna see if Verasity can start curving up to the upside starting next week. We could have a massive candle starting next week, guys, by the way, all the way to 1 cent, okay? That's a big move. Now our target for this would essentially be the bottom of the head to the top of the neckline. You would take it at the breakout, assuming the breakout would be essentially right here, sitting at 1.2 cents. Now Verasity should come all the way to as high as 5 cents. Now 5 cents is a very important region right here. We got a resistance right here, resistance right here. We got to support, some conflict right here. So we know there's a lot of moves happening around there on VRA. So we're gonna have to be patient. This breakout is supposed to be happening the beginning of May, in my opinion, maybe the first 2 weeks of May, assuming this happens. The first thing we're gonna have to see, first of all, is the breakout on the ascending triangle. If we have a breakout on the ascending triangle, that's gonna be a very good sign and a possible confirmation to more upward movement. If you guys like this video, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, leave a like, and I will see you guys in my next video tomorrow.